For 54 years, the moon was just a screensaver. The masses thought the space meta was permanently locked. They were wrong. On April 1st, 2026, NASA broke the simulation with 8.8 million pounds of raw explosive thrust. Artemis II isn't just a flight, it's a declaration. Meet the squad stepping into the void. Commander Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, the first person of color to launch into deep space, Christina Koch, the first woman, and Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian wildcard. No fake PR stunts, just a superstitious pre-flight card game, a ride to the pad in a retro Astro van, and a 6:35 p.m. ignition that vaporized the illusion we were stuck on Earth. But here's the absolute deepest lore the mainstream broadcasts missed: the 10-pound official flight kit. NASA locked a highly secretive time capsule inside the ship, packing 120 years of human defiance into a single box, the 1903 Wright Flyer. They packed a 1-inch piece of fabric cut directly from the first airplane ever built. 120 years of aviation history sitting inside a spaceship. The Apollo 18 Ghost Flag, a physical U.S. flag meant for the canceled 1970 Apollo 18 mission. Grounded for 56 years, it's finally getting its flight. 5.6 million digital stowaways. Floating in the cabin is a plushie named Rise. Hidden in its pocket, an SD card carrying the names of 5.6 million normal people who signed up to fly around the moon. The countdown hit 0. Humanity didn't just look at the stars anymore. We brought our ghosts, we brought the data, and we took the stars back. Wait, look at this. You think strapping into a 25,000 mph tin can is smooth? The mainstream media won't show you the raw survival mechanics. The spacecraft is Orion CM003, personally dubbed Integrity by the crew. But this isn't a luxury cruise, it's a brutal 10-day orbital stress test, and the launch wasn't flawless. Right before liftoff, the countdown was hit with an S-band transponder glitch and a launch abort system battery sensor issue. Did they abort? No. The team cleared the board and pushed through. But the real threat wasn't the rocket, it was space itself. Months before launch, the internet panicked. A massive rumor went viral claiming an extreme solar superflare was threatening the mission, with forums begging NASA to delay the launch until late 2026. If a superflare hits an unshielded ship, the deep space radiation is lethal. NASA's response? A massive flex. They ignored the panic and relied on the Orion's heavy-duty, built-in radiation shelter. When the cosmic weather gets rough, the crew literally builds a fortress out of their storage bags and seats to tank the cosmic hit. And once they hit orbit, the first real test wasn't the engines. Early reports leaked that the Orion's toilet malfunctioned. It sounds like a joke, but when you are on a trajectory 252,000 miles away from the nearest plumber, a broken toilet is a mission-critical threat. The crew adapted instantly. That is exactly why Artemis II exists. The hardware is elite, but they had to prove the humans are unbreakable. You think a mission this big launches without the internet losing its collective mind? Think again. The hardware was flawless, but back on Earth, the social media buzz went completely nuclear. First, the camera controversy. Viewers on Reddit started complaining that NASA's official broadcast felt less cinematic than expected. Rocket tracking shots were shaky, and several ground cameras just cut to black right at liftoff. Because it wasn't a movie, the conspiracy theorists immediately took the bait. A massive, viral thread spawned the ultimate 2026 rumor, the tropical CGI conspiracy. Skeptics claimed the entire launch was a deepfake simulation. Their theory? The crew wasn't actually in space, but secretly chilling on an undisclosed exclusive hidden island in the Philippines, just waiting for a pickup boat a week later. But NASA didn't just fight the rumors with official data, they fought it with street-level reality. Thanks to billionaire Jared Isaacman, the crew was equipped with standard everyday iPhones to take raw, candid photos of the Earth and the Moon. No heavy processing, no CGI, just pure, unedited reality. This instantly sparked the wildest tech debate of the year. What happens to an iPhone's GPS when it leaves the planet? Tech forums exploded, arguing over whether Apple programmed a secret geotagging Easter egg into iOS, or if the photo's metadata would actually just say, the moon. They proved that in 2026, you don't need a billion-dollar camera to break the internet. You just need the aura to take a selfie 252,000 miles away from home. You think the moon is the finish line? The masses got it wrong again. They aren't just visiting the moon, they are flying right past it. Once the crew secured Earth orbit, they triggered the TLI, the Translunar Injection Burn. This is where the training wheels come off. They officially broke out of Earth's gravity well, locking themselves into a brutal, free return trajectory. There is no landing sequence. There is no hitting the brakes. By flight day 6, the Orion capsule will wrap around the darkest, most isolated spot humanity has ever touched, the far side of the moon. But they aren't stopping there. The orbital math pushes them out to roughly 252,000 miles away from Earth. At that exact moment, Wiseman, Glover, Koch, and Hansen will shatter the ultimate deep space distance record, a legendary title held by the Apollo 13 crew since 1970. Then comes the wildest part of the physics, the drop. Gravitational mechanics will grab the capsule and slingshot it back toward Earth like a sniper bullet. They will slam into the Earth's atmosphere at a staggering 7 miles per second. That's 25,000 miles per hour, riding inside a fireball of plasma hotter than the surface of the sun. All before a target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean around April 10th. This isn't a gentle sightseeing tour, it's a 10-day ballistic drop. You think all of this was just to take a lap around a dead rock and come home? Not a chance. The masses think this is the finish line. The elite know it's just the prologue. Why spend billions to fly 252,000 miles if you aren't even going to land? Because the moon isn't the end game, it's just the gas station. NASA is treating Artemis II like the ultimate high-stakes beta test. They aren't just testing the engines, they are validating the off-grid survival systems. The air, the water, the carbon dioxide scrubbers. They need absolute proof that this hardware can keep humans alive when they are completely detached from low Earth orbit. Because the roadmap for the next drop is already locked. Artemis 3 and 4 aren't going to just visit. They are going to land straight at the lunar South Pole to mine deep crater water ice. The plan, convert that ice into drinking water and raw rocket propellant. They are literally building an off-world pit stop. Look closely at the crew's official mission patch. It features the letters AII, obviously standing for Artemis II, but the crew designed it with a hidden, high-aura dual meaning, for all and by all. This entire 10-day mission isn't about Apollo nostalgia, it's the definitive blueprint for humanity's jump to the red planet. Every single data point collected right now, in April 2026, is setting the operational foundation for the multi-year voyage to Mars. The final boss is never the moon. The crowd stays stuck on the ground meta. The elite are already calculating the Mars trajectory. Don't follow the crowd, follow the aura. The 10-day orbital stress test ends in a fireball. Integrity slams into the Earth's atmosphere at 25,000 miles per hour, hitting the Pacific Ocean like a meteor. But the ripple effect? It's permanent. Think about the ultimate timeline we just witnessed. 120 years ago, we were strapping muslin fabric to a wooden glider. Today, we packed a piece of that exact 1903 Wright Flyer into a mechanical fortress, strapped it to 8.8 million pounds of thrust, and slingshot it 252,000 miles into the abyss alongside the names of 5.6 million everyday people. They shattered the 54-year illusion. They survived the glitching sensors and the deep space radiation protocols. They completely ignored the CGI conspiracy noise. They proved the hardware is elite. They proved the human element is unbreakable. And they proved that exploring the final frontier isn't just a piece of history. It is the active 2026 meta. The blueprint is live. The simulation is officially broken. The moon was just the tutorial level. Mars is the main quest. Don't let the timeline leave you behind.